Hey guys, what is up? Bienvenidos al episodio número 2, episode number 2 of the Conscientious Hustle vlog. Yeah. And for you guys that don't know or don't remember, the Conscientious Hustle is a life coaching service that's all about working with young professionals who are trying to be successful and excited about their lives at the same times. I love working with people so that they're feeling purposeful and fulfilled in the life that they're living and that they're being massively successful. So that's what this is about. And by the way, if you want to make a quick breakthrough, I made a free audio guide about how to spot and get rid of some of your limiting beliefs. And the link for that is in the description below, so check that out. And let's get started with the show. So if you stuck with me all the way through the first vlog, which I know was a little long, but to tell my story it was necessary, then you know that I asked you guys to vote on what the topic of today's episode was going to be. You voted, I listened, so today I'm going to be talking about motivation. So the first thing to know about motivation is that it really comes down to your mindset. It is really what determines what actions and decisions you make. So when it comes to being motivated, you need to look at how you're thinking about things, how you're approaching your situation, and whether or not your mind and yourself is a fertile ground for positive, great things to grow in, or if it's really a fertile ground for some negative, really crappy stuff. Wherever your mind is at is where all your actions are going to flow from. So to stay motivated, you've got to allow yourself to be in a space of positivity. It's as simple as that, you guys. The second rule for getting and staying motivated is literally just how do you approach your problems. So whether or not we want them, problems are going to be a part of our lives, right? And they are the not so fun surprises that pop up. It's just the way it is, no way around it. So, to stay motivated, you need to look at whether you approach problems as roadblocks that you just have no idea how to get through and they're just completely stopping progress, or if you see a problem and think, okay, how can I solve this right now? What can I do? Who can I talk to? What resource can I try to find to get me past this hurdle? So key number 3 is maybe one of the biggest parts of motivation, and it is whether or not you have an outcome and a reason, right? So sometimes we do things without having a very clear outcome of what it's going to look like at the end. It's pretty hard to work on something when you don't even know where it's going, right? Also, your reasons. Why are you working on something? If it's, an obligation, or you see other people doing it and you feel kind of guilty, maybe I should do that too. You're not really going to want to work on that. You're not going to stay motivated to do that. However, when it comes to your outcome or what this final thing is going to look like, get super, super clear on it, man. And you need to get really personal about it. Your reason for putting in the work needs to be compelling. It's got to make you want to do it. It's got to be compelling, maybe inspiring, but most of all, it needs to be personal. It's got to come from you. If you get that, then anytime you're feeling that question about why am I doing this, you can look back at what you wrote and be like, oh yeah, that's right. It's because I wanted XYZ. So, the last, fourth, and not least rule of motivation is just show up. I'm not even kidding, guys. I know you know that not every day you're in the mood to do your best work. It happens to you, it happens to me, it happens to the very, very best of us. I'm not saying you're going to make your best work on days when you're not feeling good, but you are going to work. and things are going to come out. They're going to flow. And show up for yourself. Show up. Okay? And that's it, you guys. All about motivation, right? So first, check your mindset. Second, approach problems with a problem-solving attitude. Third, get yourself a clear outcome and a good reason to work on stuff. And lastly, show up. Show up and do the work. And I mentioned this at the beginning, but if you want to check out my free audio guide on spotting and getting rid of limiting beliefs, you can find that. I guess it'll be here or here, but it'll definitely be in the description. Okay, I love you guys very much, and I will see you for episode number 3. Bye. Ciao.